The Portuguese President Marcelo Rebelo de Sousa has called snap elections, which will take place as early as January. I can announce to you that I have decided to dissolve the Assembly of the Republic and call elections for January the 30th, 2022. The president criticized the government's allies and the opposition for abandoning the government in this time of crisis. I think it is difficult to understand for the common citizen who wanted the budget to pass, who really hoped it would pass, who understood that was enough to have a health crisis, another one in the economy, and another one in society, and who therefore, I am sure, would not need another political crisis to add to all of them.
Ainda mais uma crise política a somar a todas elas.
The rejection of the budget dissolved an until then relatively stable government.
Well, let's get more now on the Portuguese political crisis. Our journalist Francisco Marques joins me in the studio for more. Francisco, the opposition parties were united to Antonio Costa shouldn't be Prime Minister, but they seem to be divided amongst themselves, at least some of the parties on the right. Tell us more.
It is a big mess now in Portugal, and yes, they should be united with the Prime Minister. It's a crucial time for the country. We are starting a new year with a rebound from the pandemic. We have a big package from the European Union, but now everything stopped, as the news said. The President dissolved the Parliament. It will be out of service from December 1st. There will be elections on the January 30th. And all the parties now are struggling to prepare for these elections. On the left, they're a bit more stable. The traditional informal allies of the government until this year, they are trying to regain ground on the political scenario. But on the right, they are, well, the main opposition party, Social Democrats, they are on the eve of electing a new leader. So they don't know who is going to be running against Antonio Costa in January. And this is a big problem also on the right, as another party, the Popular Party, is also struggling inside their forces with the leadership. And all of this will have a big problem on the elections, and we have to wait to see how the people is going to react to all this mess.
Okay, so lots of political infighting there in store, but at the same time, Portugal is hoping now to, like many countries across Europe, to provide to boost its recovery by using some of the money from the EU's recovery fund. How's that going to play into this crisis?
Well, that's the big problem, because the government was promising some investments, some raising on the salaries, for instance, some support for the companies, and with all this happening now, it stopped. And for next year, the budget will be this year budget, which means they will have to use it in a fraction way. They cannot invest big money. So there will be some revolt in the people, in the companies, in the workers, and this will also have an effect on elections, and Portugal will be halted until June, I imagine.
Okay, so a bleak few months perhaps in store there. Francisco Marques there, looking at the situation in Portugal. Thank you.